So, last night, my wife and I decided to watch Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves because they just put it up on Paramount Plus. And it was an okay movie. I wouldn't say that it was great, but it was decent. Um, so you've got your main character played by Chris Pine, who's a thief named Ed, and he has a barbarian best friend and he teams up with a wizard who doesn't really have a lot of faith in himself, and a tiefling who probably was a druid because of how she could shapeshift. Um, Overall, the movie was okay. The humor didn't really always land for me. I kind of was just like, a couple points I chuckled more than others. And the main plot of the movie is Ed's daughter is basically held as a prisoner, sort of. She doesn't know she's a prisoner because it was like like golden handcuffs kind of situation um, by the member of the team who betrayed them, and he became the ruler of the town of Neverwinter. Um, and one of the things I will say is there was a lot of references to the Forgotten Realms, and as I at one point read almost every single Legend of Drist book that was out there. I read the original 13 and then the Cell Swords and a bunch of the other side books. So I kind of knew a lot of the areas, and I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate, but not a gigantic amount. So having those references and seeing the different monsters that pop up and knowing the different pieces of lore here and there, that was fun. That was probably one of the better parts of the movie was that it was really good with keeping up with the lore of different things. The CG was pretty good. Most of the time it was just fine. The final battle was really good for the CG. Um, and yeah, so Ed goes on this quest to try to find a magical helmet that will allow them to break into the vault so they can steal the tablet of, I think it was like reawakening, so that Ed could bring back his dead wife, and at the same time they were also going to go get his daughter from the villain. And then things kind of spiral out of control and there's little goofy things here and there, but like I said, lots and lots of Dungeons and Dragons references if you're familiar with some of the books and stuff. And then the final battle takes place between the good guys and a red wizard who has been helping the main villain throughout the movie, but she had a plan to turn everybody in the city of Neverwinter into zombies to be used as basically soldiers for this overarching villain who didn't show up in this movie but was like referenced. And the final battle was really good as the heroes finally stepped up. And one of the things that was pretty funny was seeing Ed smack her with a lute. That was kind of one of the funnier parts of the movie. um, I would definitely say it's a movie worth watching, but it's not a movie I would sit there and be like, yeah, 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 it's the best movie ever. But it was fun.